Welcome back to Give Chances Farm. Today I'm going to be out here turning my first label cast pin blank. So basically I purchased it's a label cast. So they take the pin tube and put a label around it, and then they cast this is Alumilite resin so that you can see the label on the inside of it once I turn it. And this one's actually made for like the Sierra family, so we're actually going to put it on a Mesa pin kit. So basically this one here is the same as what's on there. I bought two of them that way, just in case I made a mistake with one of them, I had a backup. For anybody that's looking for a label cast pin blank, Lost River Pin Company, and I'll tag that in the comments below, is who I made the purchase through. And he has some that are in stock, but he'll also create the label for you if it's something that's unique to you. So Mike is who I talked to there. He's very easy to talk to, very helpful, and he's willing to work with you to get you what you want. So we're gonna get started as soon as I forgot the girls was the ones turning with this the last time. So okay, that's better. Okay, so I've never turned one of these before. I know a lot of guys will talk about using like a negative rake carbide on their resins and stuff like that. The YouTube video I watched the other day, the guy basically used a skew chisel first, and then he ended up using the Easy Wood round tool. And this is the C13, which is exactly what he was using once he got this round, and then he finished it with this. I'm going to go start to finish with this. We're just going to take real light cuts and see what we can come out with. The only thing that I don't care for on this lathe is, being an old Craftsman lathe, it was made to turn spindles. It really wasn't made to turn pins. So if you notice, I'm not able to get very close with this tool rest just by design and the way that it's made. I spent a half hour trying to configure it in different ways just to get really to the point I'm at now. And as you can see, I'm still pretty good distance away from that. So, but it's what I have to work with, so we're going to figure out how to do it with the tools that we have. So we're going to get to it.
You gotta get power.
Yep, you can plug it in.
Let me get that pins there. Set y'all down here.
I wanted to make sure the lathe didn't have power while I was moving everything around. So.
Okay, you should have power now.
Yep, we're good. Okay, well, we got pretty close, and then it decided to chip away on me on the ends. I know I've seen plenty of people on the Facebook groups that I'm on talking about when they turn these, it chipping away, and everybody says, oh, it's got to be a sharp tool or, you know, something else. Or you're getting in too big of a hurry. This one, when it chunked away, it even took part of the label with it. So, on that end at least. And it chunked away on me here too. I think as I come to the edge, I got in too big a hurry, I think. Because I was trying to get that taper. So, that's why I bought 2 of them. So, nice thing about it is the tube's already in there. I don't have to wait on gluing another one up and all of that. I can get right back to work. So I think this time I'm going to be a little bit more careful with it. And what I'm probably actually going to do, it'll probably take me a little bit more time. But I want to actually get it accomplished so that I can make a pin out of it. But I'm probably going to turn this one around and take it down a little bit with the tool. And then I'll actually shape it with sandpaper and try that. See if maybe that'll help my ends so that they don't chip away on me. So I'll show you guys what it looks like once it rounds out, at least this time. So, alright, so basically here's what it looks like. And I did have a couple spots here where it tried to chunk out on me at this one end, but I'm still above my bushing. So I'm going to try and sand those out and see how that works. And then, like I said, after this one, this will probably be the last label cast blanks that I do until we upgrade the lathe to where I can get closer to it, because that's what I need. I need to be closer to it. I think the vibration of the tool being extended that far is what's getting me. So we're going to sand this and see if I can't profile it with sandpaper. They say you gotta watch out on this because you don't want it to heat up. Friction is not your friend when it comes to this, so I slowed the lathe down. And I'll just make sure I keep it moving back and forth. We'll start out on our heavier grit sandpaper, and we'll spend the most time with it to get the profile that I want. Then after that, I'll polish it off with the rest of them, and then I'm going all the way through micro mesh on this one. Alright, so we're getting there. If you notice where I had the big chip earlier, it's down to just a little bitty nub right there. But I'm still above the bushing. So I got a little bit more to take it down. And then it's taking a little bit more time doing it this way. But since I've already wasted one of the blanks due to not necessarily having the proper equipment, I tried using what I had. And sometimes that works out for you, sometimes it doesn't. So now I revert back to what I do have, and that's sandpaper. So, I mean, I'm just sanding resin, so ain't that big a deal. Just make sure, you know, we take our time and make sure we're not creating too much friction for heat. And then we'll get this down to where it needs to be. And then once I get it down, then I'm going to run through my normal sandpaper. And then I'll be going through the micro mesh also and wet sanding it. And then all the wood pins I finish with Aussie oil, but this one I'm going to finish with this Hut Ultra Gloss plastic polish. So we'll get back at it and we'll bring you back before I start running through the sandpapers. Alright, so now we're down to the bushings. This is what it looks like so far. So there's still just a little bit of plastic on both ends on the bushings, but that'll come off when we go through the sandpaper. So now we're going to take it through 150, 240, 320, 400, and 600 grit sandpaper. So through this first one, I'm going to take it just a little bit longer. Try and get some of the scratches out of it. I'm also going to shut it down and go back and forth this way, and that way I can try to take some of the rings out of it. But you can tell the difference right now, the smoothness of it already. Mm-hmm. That one's toast. So
Yeah, you might as well.
now we're up to 600 already. And basically with my wooden pins, this is where I stop. So with this being the plastic, they recommend going on with the micro mesh. So with that, I'm going to put me a rag down here just to kind of catch it, because the micro mesh is actually you wet sand with it. So
Wherever that piece of paper went.
So basically, we're going to use the micro mesh. We're going to go through 1500, 1800, 2400, 32, 36, 4000, 6000, 8000, and 12,000. So
Browns first.
you want to make sure you got them wet, and when you're sanding this, make sure you're not sanding your bushings, and it should kind of froth up on here for you. Clean my bushings off a minute so I can actually see them. You just want nice light pressure. I'm not trying to put too much pressure on it, but you can kind of see how it's kind of frothing a little bit right there. There, you can probably see it a little better now. That's what you're looking for. That dunk it in the water and it'll take that off there.
Alright, he's at 3,200 right now, so 5 more of these to go and then we'll be finished, and then you won't apply it where it's not the ultra gloss for plastic polish. And then he'll assemble the kit. And be done.
And now we're at 3,600. And you can tell, like, each time it gets a little shinier and shinier. And smooth as can be. Which is what we're looking for. This pin kit that we're putting together here, the pin blank I should say, that I'm turning on here, I was asked to do a kidney awareness ribbon, so kidney disease, kidney cancer. I looked everywhere. I could find all kinds of breast cancer ones, but didn't really find any of the other ribbons, awareness ribbons. So, so I ended up doing the label cast. So I contacted Mike and he's with Lost River Pin Company. And like I said, I will make sure I put the link in the description below. But come to find out, he's actually reasonably local here in Indiana, so he's just a little bit further south than I am. So it's nice to support a local company as well. But I was able to call him on the phone, describe to him what I wanted, send him an email, and was able to pay for it using PayPal. And the way he does things is he talks with you about what you're actually wanting. He sends you a proof, and then once he sends you the proof and you okay it, then he'll actually cast the blank and you pay for it. So it was pretty nice, very easy process to go through. He was very quick to respond through emails and kept me up to date on the whole process. And I would definitely recommend him to anybody that needs a label cast blank. He does have YouTube videos even showing how he does the label cast blanks. That's actually how I found him.
Watching YouTube videos, trying to figure out how he can get one of these ribbons made for.
Yeah. So, alright, now we're at this last one will be 12,000. So, and basically, for those of you that don't know, this pin's actually being made for my mom. Back in 2011, right about the same time that Brittany had trouble during delivery of our youngest Taylor. My mom found out she had kidney cancer at the same time. And then now, so she had that one removed. And then now she's having trouble with the other one. So she's actually on the transplant list now. So we are, when she asked for me to do this pen, then I decided whatever it took, we were going to attempt to make it happen as long as we could. So, all right, there's 12,000. Try and dry my hands off. And this is what we're looking like right now. So, but I think that'll come out just the way I like it. That's just from my wet hand. But I think that'll turn out pretty nice. So I'm going to try and use a rag here. Just kind of dry it off a little bit from our wet sanding. Alright. I'm going to get ready to do the Ultra Gloss on it, and then I'll bring you guys back when I get started on that. Alright, so basically on this Hut Ultra Gloss plastic finish, it says for lathe polishing, apply a nickel size spot to a clean dry cloth. Initially reduce speed to avoid splatter. Increase speed as polish is worked into cloth. Press firmly with fingertips, moving continuously for 30 to 60 seconds. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to put just a little bit of this on here. And then I'm going to actually start applying it just the same as I do the start of the Aussie oil. That way I don't have to worry about the splatters as much. Because if I start it now and get it worked into my cloth this way, then we can turn the lathe on and I don't wear it. But just in case. I paid too much for my eyeballs, I don't want to lose them. Tell it polished it. So that is the finished blank. So basically you can see there it says kidney disease awareness on there. So I think she'll be happy with this. We will be giving it to her before this video is posted. So I'm going to assemble the pen real quick, and then we'll bring you back and show you what it looks like all the way assembled. Okay, so here's how we finished it. It's on the Mesa kit. This is the chrome. So basically you turn it clockwise, it opens. Turn it counterclockwise, it closes. So there we go. Now the only thing we got left to do is deliver it. So we'll take it over there and give it to her, and then we'll be able to post this video in a couple of days. So hope everybody enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share on social media with all your family and friends, and we'll see you tomorrow.